Good morning, everybody. Or I guess it's 11:15, not so morning-ish, mid-morning. Happy mid-morning. So what I told you yesterday is that I'm going to kind of go live all weekend long, off and on, to show you some things in this no meat athlete health and fitness plant-based bundle that's going on only for this weekend because there's so much stuff in it. Um, that I want you to know all the things before you buy so you can decide if it's for you. So, good morning. Tell me how you are today. I am waking up slowly. I am enjoying a turmeric latte in my vegan Potter's mug, Eat Plants. So, if you're looking for Christmas presents, um, Vegan Potter has some cool stuff, you guys. You have to go there. She's out of Boston and she does the coolest things. And also, if you want to gift this plant-based bundle for the holidays, you can do that too. Um, there's actually a way you email the people you buy it from, and then they help you do that, which also means you can email me. If you buy it through my link, email me and I will help you. kathyhester@gmail.com. You will find it in many places depending on where you're watching this video. Good morning, Linda and Joanne. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm still trying to decide if it's hot or cold outside. I'm actually need to, this is the Ginger People Turmeric Latte. It's like a little powder with coconut sugar, turmeric, and ginger. And they're the Ginger People, so it's ginger heavy. And I think one of the things I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks is making a copycat of this because I only have 2 left. So who drinks golden milk or turmeric lattes or whatever the cool thing is to call them these days? Okay, so again, what we're going to do is look at some more stuff that's in the bundle. And I always leave it on the last thing instead of the first thing. Do you guys notice that? So this is what you guys will see if you go through the link before you buy. And I wanted to show you this because there's so much stuff in here. There's 46 different items and it is $95. After this weekend though, you won't be able to buy this. I think it goes through Monday. So after the Black Friday weekend, which is different than normal weekends, you'll be able to get the stuff, but you would have to buy it individually, and individually it would cost over $2,000. So that's why, yeah, 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So and so what we have here, this is a different little part that we looked at. This is for the buyers, and this tells you the value of some things. So some of the ebooks are $12 or $17. This COVID cooking class is $49. 2 of my classes are $70. So you've got a really big variety. This plant-based Fiesta cooking class is $95. We're just going to look through some of this. So there's, just know too, this is in 3 parts. So we've got this plant-based meal planning, nutrition programs, cookbooks, and seminars. Oh, awesome. Joanne is at the store and it's a beautiful day. So yay. Happy Saturday, Joanne and Linda, is what I have to say. And if you guys will pop in and say hi, I'll say hello back to you. So anyhow, you'll see as you look through here the value of some of these, and that's what they added up. We're going to look at some of these other books. So I'm kind of doing this as a series just so you guys aren't sitting here for 5 hours looking at stuff with me, because I know you love me, but I don't think you love me that much. So, and like there's a 30-day challenge. We've got the Ultimate Weight Loss Conference from Chef AJ. That's $200. We've got some stuff from Spud. And all that is just part 1. Okay, so part 1 is worth $1,200. So then part 2 is the whole running, strength, and fitness, and we're going to look at that a little more probably tomorrow. We'll go into some of those. I may go live more than once today so that we can go through most of this before Monday is done. But so if you want to be an ultra marathon runner like my friend Josh Lajani, Or you want to be a bodybuilder, there's stuff in here. And if you want to be like me and not be those things exactly, there's things like Mobility Reset. There is a yoga program. So there's some other things too. So you don't have to be just like, I am hardcore. However, most plant-based bundles don't include that if you want to be a hardcore person or if that's something you're aspiring to. So I think it's really cool that this part is so inclusive. And then part 3 is plant-based living and mindset. And so again, some of these things are actually have to do with being a vegan entrepreneur. So some of the things in here actually are a great fit for me, like how to build a successful vegan brand, or how to do a media kit, some different things like that, or how to overcome imposter syndrome, which actually is a global female problem primarily. So even if you don't want to be a vegan brand, you probably could learn something from this lady. I haven't listened to it yet, but I will before I review it. And there's some things about pregnancy, mindset reset. There's a wellness warrior training. So there's just all kinds of things. And then Matt is including his 7-day Kickstart meal plan. So that's a lot of stuff. That's just really, really a lot. So here are a few things. So we've got that. And I'm going to go back kind of to the cookbook section, and we're going to look through a few of those things. And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and start off with mine, and I'll show you this. So I've got 2 cooking classes. So if you're already in Kathy's Cooking Club, you do have access to these. However, I'm going to be throwing in a bonus if you buy through my link. So if you buy through the link that is somewhere around, depending on what platform you're reading this in or listening to this in, I'm still trying to decide which class, but it's probably going to be a class that was not put on this year. If enough people buy through the link, I might decide just to do a class for people in the link, but I would need probably 20 people to buy it. So that's why I'm kind of being wiggly about not telling you which one. I'm also thinking I might add in the fundraising class I did last year, which was not included in much of anything. It was just standalone because it was a fundraiser, but it did a lot of Christmas gifts. But anyhow, enough about that. So what you get is cook a week's meals in a day, and we make baked carrot cake oatmeal, bean and grain chili, jackfruit carnitas, chana sag, and sweet potato ropa vieja. So those are just kind of some fun things. You can make all this fairly quickly in a day, and then either you could freeze it if you have a small family and make it stretch. If you have a large family, you could double things up. It was a really fun class. And as soon as you buy the bundle, you can take either one of these classes. Easy Instant Pot stews, because people are always asking me for Indian recipes, and I love Indian food more than, I almost want to say any food. It's real close. Like, I could eat Indian food every day for the rest of my life and not be sad about it, ever, ever, ever. So we're making some pretty simple things, but also with quarantining happening more, some shutdowns and things like that happening. Support your local takeout restaurants if you can, but if you need to stay at home more because of some of this, go ahead and make your own dal. It's really easy to do. We do a spinach and tofu stew, so we're actually making like a sag paneer, only instead of using paneer, which is a cheese, we're using tofu. There's a vegetable curry and a jackfruit biryani. And the jackfruit biryani, all these are in your Instant Pot. They're super easy to make. So I wanted to show you over here. So once you get into the class, this is kind of, if you haven't taken one of my classes, this is what it looks like. So it kind of gives you some information. It gives you the recipes in a PDF over here. And then you can look at the movie. And then sometimes, like this one, I put the recipes together before I did the class. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. And then I changed some things because some of these recipes I hadn't made in a little while, and so I gave you the updated recipes. So a lot of times in my classes, I will either make a recipe on the spots, and part of the reason of doing that is to teach you that it's just not that hard, and to what you need to do, how you need to smell things or taste things as you go along. And so what I really try to do in my cooking classes is give you a skill that you can take and then you can create your own sort of thing. So like if we go in here and you can see it's me in a messy kitchen, which is pretty much how everything is. So I don't know if I can see how long this video is. The classes are 2 to 3 hours long. However, you don't have to watch it all at the same time. You would have access to come back to this as long as I have classes on the internet, which I expect to be several years. So that's what this one is, and then I have this one queued up. As you can see, yet again, in my messy kitchen, trying to get ready for stuff. But so in this one, so it's just kind of, they're easy to access. You'll go into Podia, and it's not that hard. So I wanted to show you a few other things too before we put it in. So this is putting it into plant-based. Oh, let's try that again. Let's have a sip of our turmeric latte. Okay, putting it into plant-based picky eaters. See, that's all I needed. And so this is kind of cool. We've got some actionable tips and some homework. Ooh, Cheryl, if Cheryl wasn't eating so much, I would totally try this out on her. But Cheryl has been eating so much things. I like this, picky versus pokey. That's interesting. Okay, cool. So and I like this, evolving potatoes and recipes and pasta bars. These are great ideas. So that's one. This, and we're going down a little more of some of the specialty stuff now. This is the anti-inflammatory recipes. And so let's see what we've got in here. Ooh, that looks good. Anybody else feeling that banana bread? I know Brandy wanted some banana bread yesterday. She is in a different time zone, so it is much earlier there. So that looks pretty yummy. An all-purpose gluten-free flour. And here's something I've noticed. So I've had to go gluten-free by doctor's orders, not by choice. And so it used to be I would be whole wheat pastry flour or use your favorite gluten-free blend. But realize if you really don't have any gluten-free flour and you're not gluten-free to begin with, you can always go back and use whole wheat pastry flour. I prefer whole wheat pastry flour for baking because it has a finer mill to it. If you only have like regular whole wheat flour, you can always put that into a food processor and grind it down. Handy tip, just for being here today. Ooh, that looks good too. Brown rice porridge. Okay, so we've got some different yummy recipes here. And it has all the nutritional information that you could possibly ever want, I think. Way more than I put in my recipes. So that's kind of cool. This I thought was very interesting. So when I went over, I was thinking this was going to be a class that that we would take that was already taped. But look, you're actually with the Forking Plants. This is a class that's going to take place on January 16th. So you're getting a whole class, a live class in person. Well, not in person. Hello, Turmeric Latte. What you're getting is a whole class that's live online. Okay. Oh, and Joanne says she has some ripe bananas from her best friend's banana trees. I want to, Dawn, you need to start growing bananas. Can you grow bananas in Houston, Texas? I bet you can. I'm feeling like you're not meeting your BFF duties. But I thought this was super cool though. And then this is Soul Raw. So this is actually a whole course. So some of the things like this you'll get a code for, and you when you enroll in the course you get it for free. So I know in another bundle some of you guys had some issues with that. So what happens is if it tells you to pay money and it came for the bundle, then you're going to go back and look and go, is there a coupon code? Yes, there is. If for some reason there's not a coupon code, that is a good reason to email them. But chances are, 99.999 chance is that they have a coupon code. Okay, and we already did mine. So let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller. Come back here. There we go. That's a little bit better. And so this is hooked up. It's plants for a week. It's a week of meals with 30 recipes. And so it's kind of like a plants for a week challenge. So kind of like some of the vegan challenges we've gone through and looked at. And it's going to give you some information. Information about her, some simple steps about the ebook. Okay, great. She's wanting you to contact her with Instagram, and that way you can kind of keep in touch. And they have an app called 80/20, which I haven't looked at yet. I don't remember if we looked at this. I remember this cow picture, but hey. And so I'm gonna get some. I know we didn't get all the way to the recipes. There's a lot of great information here. So this would be perfect for someone who wants to start going vegan or eating more plant-based foods. These are all awesome. And again, like I said before, you could gift this whole bundle to someone for whatever holiday you celebrate that you gift things at. It could even be a birthday. And so, here we go. And so it's got everything written out for you. So we were talking about this yesterday. I'm like, sometimes, can you imagine just having a week off where someone let you sleep and then just told you what to eat or told you what to exercise or told you to do this? So some of you people, that made your skin crawl. And usually that would be me, but I'm feeling a little bit tired from 2020. And so I think it would be kind of nice to have a week where my whole meals are planned out for me, and maybe my walks are planned out for me, or maybe my yoga from one of the other things. So I kind of like this idea. And it looks really good. Roasted cauliflower wrap, loaded sweet potatoes, vegan omelet. That looks delicious. And she's got lots of tips. Ooh, buckwheat oats. I've never done that before. Buckwheat oats. I've never seen those. That would be fun to try for sure. How to make hemp milk. That would be really good to do. So there's great things in here. And I want to go over this one, because this I think is pretty cool. So, and then we'll wrap it up for this afternoon or for this session. So this is COVID cooking. So it's an online cooking class series. And there's 5 recipes. And so you get the recipes in here for like kale and mushroom lasagna. Yes, please. And it's got, oh, look at this. Grocery list and equipment, kitchen equipment. That is every person's dream right there. I know I get asked about that a lot. And I think it's super helpful. Some slaw. But the cool thing is it's not just an ebook, it's also a class. It's an hour-and-a-half class, which is amazing. So, let's go back here. So that's just a little taste. So we did some of the cookbooks yesterday. We've done some of the programs today, and we'll keep doing these. I'm going to just pop on. I'll give you like 15 minutes notice. There will be replays. If you have questions, please ask me, because I would love to answer any of your questions. I lost my comment window. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Joanne's saying buckwheat sounds delicious. I know. I've never had that as a breakfast. I'm going to have to try that. And maybe one of the things I may do, we'll see how the weekend goes, is I might get up the gumption and make a recipe or something out of one of them, and we'll take a look at that because that would be fun. So the bundle's available through Monday. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can gift it to other people. Any bundle, you don't want to probably download everything. Everything is not necessarily for you. Like for me, I'm past that pregnancy point. So that doesn't help me. So I'm not going to download them. But also, that's just a small fraction of it. So kind of look at it like that. Like if there's what would add up to $95. So like if you get my classes, so it's $70 for two of them, and it would be $35 for another one that I'm going to somehow give for free if you buy through my link and you email me your receipt at kathyhester@gmail.com. And I'm still figuring that out as we go along, how many people buy it and things like that. But you'll either get a class, you'll get a class one way or another. We're just figuring it out. Okay, so I see a couple more people have joined in. Tell me how your day is. Tell me what's going on with you. This was just a video going over some more of the things in the No Meat Athlete plant-based health and fitness bundle, which is on sale this weekend, that I have 2 classes in. So if you have some questions about it, let me know. I'll be checking in Facebook as well, and I'll be back to answer more questions later. Okay? Have a wonderful Saturday, and I will talk to you guys soon.